Hello everyone, Renpy here bringing you another Renpy tutorial. In this one we're going to try and finish up with the inventory for the RPG. Now from last time I've made a couple changes. They're very minor, mostly just fixing typos so that it'll run. But I added this class key item. And basically a key item is just an item that has 0 value, therefore you can't sell it. And that's pretty much it. And then I have over here in my images, I have a key item for a background that's going to be a different color. And that's the only difference. I also have over here my script in which I create my inventory, my player character, and 4 items and add them to the inventory. Now this selected item thing is something I'm going to need to make a change for in my inventory because, but we'll see why later, but basically when you consume an item you don't want it to be selected anymore because it's supposed to be gone. So for consumable, right here, I'm going to say under use, I'm going to say, oh, we already said inventory.remove self. Okay, that's fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually working on the screen for it. What I have so far is I have a couple styles. I have this slot that is going to use this square background, which is this right here. It's just a black outline on the transparency. And it's going to be 80 by 80 and aligned 0.5. But all I have in the screen so far is the white background and a return button. So if we run that, we will see that I have the white background and a return button, and then it goes into the normal default Renpy game. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an HBox. And this HBox is going to contain all the 3 pieces that I need for my inventory. The 3 pieces I need are character details, so that we can see how equipping and unequipping will change your character's stats and so forth. So, character details. Then we need the actual inventory grid. And then we need item details. So the first thing I'm going to do is the character details. I'm going to make a VBox and I'm going to say X maximum 300. And then I'm going to start adding details about the character. So I'm going to put label character details. Let's make some spacing too. I'll do spacing 10. And this character details, I'll say X align 0.5. But the other labels, so label, let's see, how about HP? And that'll be pc.hp divided by pc.max HP. And let's see how that looks. There it is over there, HP 7/7, which is what it should be. But I'm gonna, yeah, let's get rid of that. Gonna add some more here. Label MP. And then what else? Attack. Let's do attack. that. And let's look at our character to see if there's anything else. Maybe a level. Let's put the level up higher before the anything else. Okay, let's see how that looks and how much of the screen that takes up. Okay, that's not bad. Now we have to actually put our information about what we have equipped. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have equipped basically equipped items. We're going to start with weapon. We're going to say we're going to make a frame style slot. That's why I have that slot style up there. Oops, style slot. And then we're going to say if pc.weapon does not equal none, then we're going to add pc.weapon.image. Else, let's add a small label that says weapon. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so obviously I need to make this smaller. So I'm going to say also y-line 0.5 and text size maybe 15. That looks a lot better. So then we're going to say another one. So that's the weapon. Frame style slot. If pc.armor head does not equal none, add pc.armor head.image, else label head x-line 0.5, y-line 5, text size 15. Frame style slot. If pc.armor.chest does not equal none, add pc.armor.chest.image, else label chest. Okay, so we have 2 more armor pieces. All right, now let's save that and take a look at it to make sure that we have enough room. Else need a semicolon, need a colon somewhere. Oh, right here, okay. Okay, accessory, we have room for one more, which is our shield, so that's just about right. And accessory is barely fitting in there, but it's good enough for me at least. Name slot PC armor shield does not equal none. Let's see, armor shield image, else label shield. Okay, so that should be our left-hand side. And indeed, it's got everything we need because right now the character doesn't have anything equipped. Next up is our inventory grid, and when I did this earlier, I decided that I was going to have a 10 by 7 grid. So grid 10, 7. And then we're going to do for item in inventory. Image button idle item.image action set variable selected item. So what that's going to do is when we click on it, it's going to say the selected item equal is this one. Okay, so that's it for the actual, oh, we need for item in inventory, excuse me, frame, style, slot, then we have an image button in there. Then after that, we're going to say for I in range from length of inventory to 70. No. No. Frame, style, slot, and 0 children in it. So let's see how that looks. Look, that's pretty nice, right? Let's do a little bit of spacing. So I'll make this one, the grid align a little bit lower, and I'll make a little bit of spacing. But for now, we can click on these and it won't show anything because the selected item goes over here and we haven't made it yet, but it does show my items. Grid, align 0.2, spacing 5. Let's see if that looks any better. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, now to move on to the selected bit. So then after our grid on the same level as that, we're going to do the item details. And this is going to be another VBox. Label current item x line 0.5, why not? Then we'll say if selected item does not equal none, because if we look at our script in the beginning, it starts off being none. If selected item does not equal none, let's put a picture of it. Frame, style, slot, add selected item dot image. And then after that, let's make some spacing here. After that, we are going to have, we're going to do something called isInstance to figure out what kind of instance it is. So I'm going to write here, I'm going to say if isInstance selected item key item, then I'm also going to add, what was I call it in images? BG key item. BG key item. So that'll give it a different background. And I need it for this one as well. If isInstance item key item add BG key item. And then we have that image there. And then after that frame, we'll say like label value selected item value and then we have our things to do. So if it's a consumable, so if isInstance selected item consumable, we're going to add a text button that says use. And our action is going to be, action, we're going to call a function selected item dot use. And we don't have to pass, and we pass it PC as our target. If isInstance selected item equipable, we're going to say text button equip action function selected item dot equip equip, and we pass it the PC again. So we're going to also say and we're going to have two different things because we can either equip or unequip an equipped item. So if selected item dot is equipped, which is my item over here is equipped, which will be true if it's equipped already. Then we'll do text button unequip action function selected item dot unequip. We don't have to pass that one anything. Else we will let it equip. Then there's one more thing I want to be able to do, and that would be to discard it. But only if it's not a key item. You can't discard key items. So I'll say if not is instance selected item key item text button discard action, and then in this action we're going to say remove from set, and I'm going to look up remove from set right here. I'm going to look up screen actions actually. Just to make sure that I'm calling it right. Remove from set right here. Inventory and then the value. And also, we're going to make this a second function. After we remove it from the set, we're also going to say set variable selected item none. Now we have one more thing to do, which is in our inventory for consumable. We are removing it from the inventory when we use it, but we're not removing it from the selected item. And this won't work by itself because this is inside a function. So what we have to do is we have to say that it's global instead of using a local copy. And then that will work, hopefully. All right, let's see what we've got. Okay. Still doesn't have any of the other stuff there. Did I save it? There we go. Current item over here, its value is 15. I'm probably going to change, you can probably change how these things are moved along or something like that, but I can change it, I can equip it, and then I have a problem. Target.equip weapon self takes exactly one argument to given. Oh, target. Okay, so in my character, equip weapon needs to take self as well. These all, in fact, need to take self. Silly mistake on my part, sorry. So that should be all of them. Okay, let's try it now. So if I try to equip this, it goes there and my attack increases. If I can't do anything with this, I can't discard it, I can't use it yet. You can add a use thing there if you want to, but this one I can equip and it goes in the shield slot. This one I can use and it goes away. So that's all there is to making your own inventory. Obviously, you're going to probably want to play with things to make it look a little bit prettier, but this is the basic template for it. That's all you really need. And I hope you guys found this useful, and I hope to see you in my next tutorial.